Welcome to Living Life Unbinged. I'm your host, Christy McCammon, and I'm here to help you conquer sugar cravings, break free from food obsession, and step into the surrendered and abundant life God has planned for you. Let's dive in. Last week, we talked about connection and gave a general overview of why it even matters so much on your journey. So if you missed that episode, go back and listen because it'll set the foundation for what we're going to talk about today. Because today we're moving into action. So what does connection actually look like in real life? How do we put this into practice in a way that leads to real change? Because this is where most of us get stuck, especially as women. We agree that connection matters, right? We want that support, but we tend to stay isolated because it feels safer and easier. So let's make this simple and practical. So first, I talked about the fact that we need a mentor, right? Just someone who's already walked the path that you're on, someone who understands sugar addiction, weight loss, and the mental battle with food. A mentor helps you see clearly when your thinking gets off track, helps you stay grounded in truth because that's very, very important, and it helps you keep moving when you feel stuck. You need voices in your life that match where you're going. This is why I consistently share tips, truth, and recipes and encouragement so you always have a steady source of guidance to come back to. So find people in your life that you trust, that you follow, and that you are encouraged by. I hope to be one of those people, so make sure you follow me on all the social media channels. I try and share all over the place. But remember, mentorship is just a small part of it, right? The real shift happens when you add a buddy. Okay, we talked about this again last week, so go back and listen, but we're going to talk about the action part of that. A buddy is someone that walks beside you, not someone you watch from a distance, someone you actually talk to. Here's what a buddy looks like. Someone that you check in with regularly, someone that you share honestly with, not just the highlights, someone that you can support and they can support you through real life struggles. And this is where it gets uncomfortable sometimes because being honest requires being vulnerable. And a lot of us do not like that feeling, myself included. Many of us have built walls around our struggle with food, sugar, and body image. Many of us have never even spoken about it to anyone. We've learned to hide, to minimize, or to handle it on our own, or try to handle it on our own. But those walls literally keep you stuck in those old patterns. So just like you surrender certain foods, certain ideas, you also have to surrender the fear of being seen, the fear of being judged, and the need to appear like you have it all together, because healing actually requires honesty. James 5:16 says, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. And this is an area of our life that we need healing in order to move forward. There is a direct connection between confession and healing, between openness and freedom. So a buddy helps you stay accountable when your motivation fades, because it will. The buddy helps you speak truth when your thoughts get loud, and a buddy helps you remind yourself of your commitment when you feel weak. And you do the same for them. And that's how connection becomes real. Okay, so here is your action step. Find one person, not a big group, not something complicated, but one person that you can check in with, be honest with, and start walking this out with. Send a message, start a conversation, take that action step. And if you're thinking, I don't have anyone like that, I want to invite you into a space where you can find it easily. Join the Life Unbinged official Facebook group. It's a place for like-minded women on the same journey who are working through sugar addiction, weight loss, and finding freedom in their body and mind. You will find support, encouragement, and you may even find your buddy. And if you're ready for deeper structure and guidance, my 60-day surrender program will walk you through this step by step. You won't just hear about connection, you will literally live it out. You'll have clear food boundaries, weekly coaching, real accountability, and a community walking alongside you. You don't have to do this alone. I know I say that a lot, but it's very important to hear. You don't have to do this alone. Connection is how you stay consistent, break the cycles, and walk in freedom. So go ahead, take that step, reach out, join the group, and start practicing connection today. I put links right in the show notes so you know exactly where to go and how to get connected. Thanks for joining me today. If you are ready to break free from food obsession and sugar cravings and start living your life unbinged, join me at lifeunbinged.com. If this episode spoke to your heart, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a friend. Until next week, go in grace and walk in freedom.